Thank you, Katie. So I have to say it again. Hi, my name is Robin, certified nutrition specialist, and thank you all for being here with us this evening. We're going to talk about gardening and what it means to potentially be a gardening advocate. And there's a group of us here that are going to share with how we grow, why we grow, and again, how you can be a part of this community. And we are a community. So this is what I want to say about nutrition is our nutrition is in peril. The fruits and vegetables that you get from the store, a lot of people don't know this, but the fruits and vegetables that you get from the store have gone through quite a process to get to you. They were most often picked before they were vine ripened. So what does that mean? It means that they were picked before the nutrients and the nutrition were in the produce, shipped wherever it had to go, a lot of times sprayed with something, put chemicals in there, sometimes with tomatoes, there's chemicals in there to make it red. And then it sits on the produce section for you to come. And then you take it home and you buy it and it sits in your refrigerator for sometimes weeks and it's still good, right? And produce that is alive with all of those enzymes is not designed to live endlessly in your crisper of your refrigerator. And so when you're getting that produce, you're not getting it in with its full essence. Your produce is just supposed to be alive and vibrant. So as a result of the food that we get, it doesn't give our bodies the nutrients that we need. And illnesses and diseases come so much from what we don't put in our mouth, the amount of nutrients that our cells do not get. And we've found a way to grow. Imagine being able to go right into your kitchen or in your back patio or backyard and pick fresh produce all year around that is ripened. You know where it came from. You know what, there's no chemicals on it, but you know what it is. And our body responds to that in such a major way. So you're going to hear from some other growers sharing their experiences, why they started to grow. We grow in a very specific way. And Lori, one of our partners, is going to talk to you about that. And you're going to hear more about what it means to be an advocate with us. We are so passionate, y'all, about spreading the message of eating more raw, fresh produce, growing more of your own food to secure your own food source. Y'all know what happened well, it's still happening, but a year ago, we were shut down and it was harder to go out and get things that you need. And so those of us who were growing, we had what we needed. We were still rocking and rolling. We didn't have to go out and get all this, we had it. So we're just passionate and we want you to hear more about what we're doing, and maybe you will be inspired to do what we do and share the message. I always say each one teach one. When you hear something good, you got to tell the next person so that they can tell the next person. All right, so with that being said, I want to introduce you to Lori Weeks. And Lori Weeks is in Georgia.
Hey there, Robin.
Hey, yes. And we are partners, gardening advocates together here. She's going to share with you so we grow through a tower garden, and she's going to tell you what that is, why that is, and how she's utilizing hers to grow produce. Take it away, Lori.
Thank you so much for pulling us together tonight, Robin. It is always so fun and one of my favorite things to do, to get together with this Tower Garden community. And when you said we share, oh yes, this is one way that we help each other, just share gardening tips and share how easy it is to grow your own fruits and vegetables with our family and friends and our community. You know, because of calls just like this, I've had an opportunity to even share with a local nursing home, an assisted living facility, and a daycare facility. And I'm so excited to say that my nephew has a tower garden growing in his school because of a call like this. Now, you know, I was introduced to tower gardening through Whole Food Concentrates. I saw what Robin was telling you about, the power of real nutrition on your body. And I know that I just wanted more because my body was my testimony is my body started feeling better, healing, I was having happier, more productive days, and I could see it clearly in the health of my family. So I'm excited that I get to pay it forward and share with everyone today, like, what is a tower garden? So a tower garden is a state-of-the-art vertical aeroponic growing garden that gives you complete control over your growing food. Robin, you mentioned that last year the grocery stores were bare. Do you know, last week it felt so good to know that my daughter, who is in Texas, still had all the fresh produce she needs, because all she and her husband had to do was walk it. They have an indoor unit right in their kitchen, and they had all of the produce that they needed. So I was just, when something just comes all the way full circle like that, it's really just an amazing thing. It is so much easier to make these healthy food choices when the fruits and vegetables are growing right in your own home or right outside in your own patio. And it's perfect for patios, balconies, terraces, rooftops. And I'm going to have a chance to show you that I'm growing a whole lot of food in just a little bit of space. So aeroponics, I mentioned that word. It's the process of growing plants in the air or mist environment without using soil. So it uses both water and air to produce more colorful, better tasting, more fragrant, incredibly nutritious fruits and vegetables. So I'm going to show you exactly what a tower garden is. So here is the tower garden home. It comes complete with grow lights, and it comes with everything that you will need to get growing. Now, it also has built-in wheels, because this is filled with 13 gallons of water, and you want to be able maybe just to push that back in a corner. It comes with a water level monitor. And right here is where you would fill the water. And it comes with a perfect mineral blend so that the plants get the nutrition that they need, and a pump flushes the water up through and covers the roots. And then here, I want to show you the Tower Garden Flex. And the Tower Garden Flex has a larger reservoir. This one holds 20 gallons. It's called the Flex because it comes, you can add the lights to it if you want to grow indoors or outdoors, and it also has 20 places to grow. Now, the plants grow in a soilless medium called rock wool. The reservoir stores the plant nutrients, and the water cascades down. So now I'm going to show you really quickly what I'm growing just steps away from my kitchen. So here I have dill and cilantro and oregano and basil. I'm trying some new things like catnip. These plants are going to go outside. That's a flower, a calendula. Thyme. These lunchbox peppers are here. I have 2 different kinds: chamomile, echinacea, lavender, dandelion, because I eat the dandelion leaves and the dandelion roots. And then I have dill, fennel, parsley in the back. And over here on the Tower Garden Flex, I'm using this to hold my seedlings until I can move them outdoors. The temperature has been below freezing here in Georgia for the last couple of weeks. So I have 4 tomato plants started, and then some marigolds, some more flowers that will attract beautiful things to my tower garden to keep it really healthy. I've never sprayed any pesticide on any of the plants. That's because we attract things like hummingbirds and butterflies and ladybugs when you plant some of these beautiful flowers. So here's some more marigolds and some collards that will go outdoors.
Awesome. That is awesome. Yay.
Thanks.
Awesome. Awesome. So Lori's going to come back in a little bit, but as you're listening to this, I know if you have to be inspired. I know you're thinking, oh my goodness, I want to grow. And just if you're new to even hearing this, yes, you can grow indoors and outdoors, depending on your climate and all of that good stuff. And what Lori said that was super inspiring is about her daughter in Texas, that she had the produce available. So Now, I know that people out there would say, I love gardening, but what about the soil? I love to get my hands in the soil, and how does this compare and all of that good stuff, right? So we have Katie with us, and Katie grew up on as in a world of traditional gardening. And so, and Katie, you're in St. Louis. Did I get it right? Oh my God.
Yeah, we're from Missouri,
Sorry.
from St. Louis. Now we live in Southern Illinois in the middle of nowhere.
Girl, I've known you for years now, and I still can't.
I know.
Like,
It's okay.
every time.
He is so right though. I grew up dirt poor, y'all. So we had an acre garden. We literally lived off the land because we had to. My parents had everything we can, like canned in jars. So I was gardening, you know, at birth, and I loved it. So then when my husband and I got married, it was always our dream. We lived in South City, St. Louis. Really, we barely had a yard to begin with. So it was always my dream when we moved here and got 3 acres that we would have a dirt garden. I think he was trying to find a picture of it.
Yeah, I can't find it, but I put in 4 foot by 8 foot raised beds. And the first year I put in 8 of the 4 foot by 8 foot raised beds. And then the next year I put in another 4. So we have 12 raised beds.
He loves me a lot.
On the side of our house. And that's our garden.
And he's a city boy.
Yeah.
So the struggle, you guys, first off, Illinois soil sucks. And then the people that lived here before, there was chemicals, pesticides, fertilizers, you name it. It has taken us, last year was the first year that we had a tomato that actually tasted halfway decent. And this is our 6th year. We've composted, we've added organic soil, mushroom compost, sand, like you name it, we've done it. The time and the effort that's gone into this is insane. But 3 years ago, this will be our
money.
Oh, I was going to leave that part out. So 3 years ago, we've been on the produce powders for 8 years, but 3 years ago, I finally said, you know what, I'm going to try this tower garden thing. I bought 12 towers. I donated 2 to our kids' school. We have 10. So I have 2 going full-time indoors. And then we have 6 that go outdoors when it's cold here right now, but when it gets warmer. We have them alongside our dirt garden because they're easy. And the squash that I get off of my tower, have y'all ever seen squash beetles destroy your whole crop? That doesn't happen on the tower.
Oh.
It's so, you know, I joke, I don't know why we still dirt garden. I guess it's just like in my blood, but
Feel like we're supposed to for some reason.
So it's easier. So this is easier.
Oh, it's
so
way easier. And the cucumbers off the tower are so good. I mean, they're okay out of the dirt, but they taste better from a tower.
Our neighbors come over and pick off of our tower. It's adorable. Like, it just, come on over. They just think it is the coolest thing.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Stick around if you're around. We'll see if there's any questions. But I always hear people saying, well, let me ask you this. People say, well, what about if there's no soil, where does the plants get the nutrients? So can you speak to that? Because I do
from the mineral blend. And there was an amazing study done. Was it at the University of Mississippi? Lori might know. And it was actually more nutrient dense than dirt. And I can tell you just by the taste of our tomatoes, how long it's taken us to even get like something that's halfway decent. You can taste the nutrient density.
Wow. Well, thank you for that, Katie. We're gonna go on to our next. Lori, I was gonna bring you on, but can I switch for a second and just bring one more sharer on? And Lori's gonna come back in 1 second. But Valerie, are you out there in the world? Valerie Kitos, I know that I saw you. But I don't see you now. Okay. Well, Anthony Morales, I know that you are here because I saw you too.
Hey.
Hey, so Anthony, you've been growing how long?
Since March.
Since March. All right. So so you jumped in right when all of the craziness came on, and you're a partner with the community. So share with us your experience with growing, and you have how many towers? Because
We got 13.
y'all are, I mean, I have one and I'm like, ooh, y'all have 13. And so y'all, so do you have your towers? Or because I know it's dark. Share with us your experience, and then if you can show your towers, that's cool. But what's it been like for you being a grower?
Well, it's been great. We started with 4 raised beds in like February. And, you know, it's a lot of work getting them ready, putting the dirt. And then Anna met Lori, Anna and I, and then we saw the towers, and, you know, it just made sense. And thank goodness when we got it, you know, all the craziness started going on. And, you know, like, I think everybody goes through the growing pains with the first one. Is like, you know, you get your tomatoes and all that, and then you're like, well, it's not growing. Everything else is, but why is my tomatoes or my peppers not growing? And, you know, it gave us a lot of food, and it grows so quick. Let me show you ours. Let me twist this camera.
It's when we went to Pensacola for the summer to work, how we took the tower with us down there.
Oh, yeah. So we went to Pensacola to work in June, and Anna's like, I'm not leaving this tower. So we took the tower, and we were at the RV site with our tower. Didn't look like this. It was a little bit more naked, but caterpillars loved it. Caterpillars loved the arugula, loved the tomatoes, and they just went crazy with it. And this is, I think we just pruned these 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, no, a week ago, less.
No, 2 weeks ago, because we got here in February. I was working in Massachusetts, and we pruned them when we got in. Like, this is bok choy. I think it's like red bok choy, purple. And this is like 2 weeks from now.
It's regular bok choy. We ate it like before we left to Florida, and then it regrew back in a week.
So,
3 plants on there.
and it's just a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
And then I don't really like tomatoes, but since I had tower tomatoes, it is a game changer.
Oh, wow.
Here's one right now.
And this is inside of your house.
Yeah, this is an indoor tower. I'm gonna go outside.
Yes.
Hopefully my flashlight works.
Okay.
Look at that.
Wow. And what state are you in?
I'm in Georgia.
You're in Georgia
I'm
as
5
well.
minutes from Lori.
And I'm in, just so y'all know, we'll have some Southern California or Californians talk, and we have Nevada, people all over the country grow. Wow. And so you have yours outside as well.
Let me go outside. It's dark right now.
Okay. And we just appreciate you sharing and being a part of the family.
Oh, thank you. And it's like, this is great. Like, I love the Tower Garden Juice Plus community, because that's what it is. It's a community. Like, you're not by yourself.
It is.
Can you see the drum?
No.
Let me see. Oh, that's me.
Let's see.
I got to twist the camera. All right.
Okay.
I got a half-acre lot, and I got the towers,
Wow.
but I haven't connected in them yet. I need to throw electricity back there. So I just put them on some pallets.
Wow.
And right now I knocked them down because we had a lot of rain these last couple of weeks, and we didn't want water to fill up in them.
Okay.
So we're trying
so those will be.
Yeah, these are the tower
Awesome.
farm, the 2 of them.
Wow. So you're gonna have a whole farm, you and Katie.
Yeah.
doing something.
Anna's saying they're next to the raised beds, which yesterday I tilled the dirt.
Okay.
Green onions, guys.
Awesome.
These are recycled organic green onions. So like we bought them from the store, we plopped them in the ground, and they kept growing.
Yeah, they do. So Anthony, we love that you're sharing. I'm gonna probably ask you to hang on there to see if we can have you around if we have some questions. Is that okay? Thank you so much for inspiring us and growing and showing us your tomatoes. Lori, can I call you back on? Because we talked a lot about, so what does it mean to be a gardening advocate? We, as you know, we're a big happy family from all across the country, and we work together to inspire other people. But we do this, some of us as a side hustle, some of us as a main hustle. But how can someone be a part of this as a advocate, as a affiliate? What does that mean?
You know, I started and I introduced gardening to so many people because they want to grow their own food. And so there certainly is so much space for anyone who is on this call who simply would like to grow their own food in the easiest of manners. And then I'm also so excited to tell you about what the partnership looks like. You know, for $52 a year, you can partner with this company. And what that will allow you to do is receive 25% on all your tower sales, which is huge. You guys, there's no minimum or no quotas required, no team building necessary for you to become an affiliate and partner with the company. All you have to do is really just love gardening and have a tower garden and be willing to share and invite on calls just like this. Now, for that $52, what you're part of is this amazing community that will just lock arms with you and make sure that you have available to you all the resources that you need to be a successful gardener and a successful business person. You're also going to receive a full website. You get customer service, which is just wonderful. And of course, you don't have to handle any of the payments. You don't have to handle any of the collections, and you don't have to handle any of the shipping or the returns. All of that is done for you. What that leaves for you to do is just get excited about gardening. That's it. If you're interested in even just owning a tower for yourself, that's just 12 payments of $55. I mean, how easy is that for yourself, or just to share with someone else that they could do this just for $55 a month?
Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll probably have myself and
I wanted to just share my, can I go
outside?
out?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, because I hooked up the floodlight. Here we are. So I am just excited to show you. So I have a total of, I have 2 inside and I have 3 outside. And over the summer, I'm going to have 1 inside and I'm going to have that other one out here. Okay. And so when I say that you can grow a lot of food on a little bit of space, you all, I do not have a long yard at all. It really doesn't extend past this patio. And if you could see, I am just on this patio, but I'm growing tons of food back here. So here is my tower garden. This tower garden and this one have grown all through the winter. And I mentioned that the temperatures dropped below freezing for quite a bit. And so I just want to share just a little tip that I ordered on Amazon, a fish tank heater, and I put it in the basin. I set it at 75 degrees and I was able to grow, and this garden delivered all year long. I mean, look at this bumper crop. Here's celery and kale,
Fish tank.
collards, a red romaine.
Wow.
Here's a bok choy. Here's another kale. We are kale crazy. Look at this beautiful cabbage. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And over here is another cabbage. And I'm going to have to grab my floodlight and put it in my hand.
That's
okay.
Amazing. Wow.
All year long. Pansies are edible. And yes, I am cooking with these pansies. And so then I have my herbs: chamomile, echinacea, cilantro, oregano, thyme. And then I started growing some healing herbs like lavender and the dandelion root that you saw, and the chamomile. But look at this microgreen section. That allows you to grow 32 extra plants. That is an extension. Look at that bumper crop. It is all microgreen kale. I see your face, Robin. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I'm just that excited about it too. And look how beautiful she is. And then over here, I started these plants just maybe 10 days ago. So we have some seedlings coming in, some kale. I'm gonna grow plenty more pansies because you can tell I just love having flowers. I have the nasturtium, pansies, and marigolds I will put on. And this plant here, you guys, I bought this plant for $1.50. It came to me as a seedling. We call this thing Bubba Jr. It is a rainbow chard, but this thing I pointed out to you because we keep harvesting from the edge and it keeps growing out from the top. And I've had that plant for 2 years. Isn't
Wow.
that just crazy?
Oh my goodness.
So there you go.
Wow, Lori, let me just say this, and y'all, we're coming to an end. We're gonna have one more quick sharer, but I always learn something. And when you're a part of this community, the growers get together and trade ideas. I literally just learned about the fish tank heater right
Mhm.
now, and that Bubba's been growing for 2 years. Like I learn new stuff all the time. And so when you're a part of the community, we just collaborate, and it's just imagine the love and the joy of just connecting on some nutrition. So I'm gonna have Dr. Bernetta come on, and Dr. Bernetta, just share with us how long you've been growing, and just your quick experience. You don't even have to show us your tower, but you're a part of the family and the communities. Give us some. Tell us what's going on.
Oh gosh, I think we're just the happiest people because we're so well nourished. Like we're just like thrilled. I've been growing now for 2 years. This month is 2 years.
Yay.
We ordered our tower, and we just threw everything in there and just let it go. And the first thing we realized was just the amazing pace at which things will grow. You plant a seed, and like I just chomped off my tower last week and it's already growing back, and I could go out there and eat more off of it tonight. But the taste, so the first thing is the speed, the ease, the speed, and then the taste. And you just can't get over the taste of growing your own fruits and vegetables. I mean, it's just amazing. So I confess, last week I did cut off, the Napa cabbage. I was growing some Napa cabbage. I thought, oh my gosh, I want to cook this up real quick. I thought I'm going to share with my husband, but after I cooked it, I tasted it. I was like, "Ooh, this is good. Okay, one more little bit. And I ended up eating it all. My husband's like, I'm going to report a tower bandit. So I welcome all of you. This is a wonderful community. And if you're thinking about this, I say, try it. Just try it. What could it hurt? Just try it. And you'll be glad you did.
Thank you. So again, as Lori said, to become a tower partner, an affiliate of what we're doing in this company, it's literally $52 a year. And you have the ability you have distribution rights. You can purchase the tower from yourself. You can share it with families and others that you know across the country. And then you are compensated for doing that. That is amazing. And it's just it's the gift that keeps on giving. Bubba has been around for 6 months. The gift.
No, 2 years. Bubba's 2 years.
2 years? I'm sorry, Bubba's been around 2 years.
She said 2 years.
Years. Yeah, Bubba is, so normally y'all, the plants stay around for 6 months. So Bubba is special. Right?
And, Robin, I just wanted to get in because we have 2 young couples who are tower farmers on the call today. And, if they had put more of an investment in the land, they wouldn't be able to maybe move or relocate if they wanted to. But, when I look at them, they're not wedded to staying wherever they are. I mean, I want them to be happy wherever they are, but those towers can go with them. My daughter is married to someone, she's in Texas because her husband is stationed at Fort Hood. And it was a great thing because he wanted to garden, but everywhere that they are transferred, they bring their garden with them. So there are just so many reasons that this is just such a more economical way to do things. I just wanted to get that in there.
Yeah, no, that was wonderful. So for those of you all that are listening, are there any questions that we can answer for you? If so, you're welcome to type them into the chat, or if you want to unmute yourself, you're certainly, we welcome you to do that. We just want to be able to answer your questions. I'm gonna give that a second. All right, so what I'm saying is you can still unmute even if if you have something to say. I encourage you to get with the person that invited you here, get your tower, start growing, join in with us and help us with this mission. We need more healthy, happy people roaming the earth full of vegetables. Look at how happy we are, y'all. It's because we have all this produce in our bodies. That's what we're doing. We are fruit and veggie dealers. That's what we are. That's what we do. We share. Go for it.
The true Garden of Eden. I mean, the true fountain of youth is in the
Yes.
greens.
Yes, yes. So, all right, I'm going to shut down the recording.